We watched it! So we watched Sudhi Vathmeekam. And oh my gosh, mind blown. Such an amazing film.
Beautiful movie.
So much emotion and whatnot. I
have never seen her cry like this in a very long time.
I couldn't stop.
Literally, she was like,
I was bald. Okay, ठीक है. But
oh my god.
But I just couldn't like hold myself because
even there was a lot of scene where like I was like bawling out crying too.
He acted so well in here,
oh
like as if he really had a speech problem.
Yes.
Like he acted so well, which is completely different from what we thought when we did the movie trailer reaction. Like we thought
he was gonna be he wants to be a
singer and
then
whatnot.
Some girl will help him become one.
Yeah.
So we were way off.
We were way off.
And
so
he had a small part in Mumbai Police where like he was okay in that bit, we were like, okay. A lot of subscribers told us Jayasurya is a really good actor.
Yes.
Like watch his Sudhi. You can get blown away by his performance, and indeed we were in his like world. We were in his
seriously
life.
I felt like I knew this person and like I was connected to this person on like an emotional level. Like when he was going through something, like I felt like I was going through something. Like it was just so amazing. The story was so beautiful.
Let's talk about the story.
Yeah, so he obviously has a speech problem where he stutters a lot.
Like ever since he was a little kid.
Ever since he was a little. He's not able to properly speak, and that makes him very uncomfortable.
Yes, I think a lot of people like, he was bullied, even like, he was made fun of and everything. And like, that's not something like kid wants to like remember from his childhood.
And that took away his confidence to like encounter people or to do certain things. Like he just was not like himself. And then
also like, even though his father was so supportive, his father was like, giving him example, all those people who had the same problem, they went and like achieved like so much stuff in their life. So, if they can do it, you can do it too. So his like dad and mother was like so supportive of everything that he was doing in life.
Between the time he actually gets a marriage proposal for a girl that comes to see him, and that broke my heart.
Yeah, I think because like she starts off by saying I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Like I know about your problem and I'm okay with that. But then I think when she actually sees how bad
how deep the problem is,
yes, and then I think she backs out. I think that breaks him, and that 5-minute scene. Oh, that's when we had lost it.
Like,
we
why?
were crying, and seriously, we felt so bad for him, and like it's like heartbreaking to see because there are people like that out there.
Stuff like this happens, like, and I think that's why like I can relate to a lot of like these films, especially the films that we are doing the trailer reactions to, movie reviews to. They're so realistic,
like in Malayalam movies,
realistic topics and whatnot, and like I felt like I could really relate to him, like how sad like people get treated so bad just because they have like like a disability or if they have like a speech problem or whatnot.
Exactly. So because like if you have a person like this in your life, your friend, your brother, or anyone, like they need your support.
So his confidence actually builds once he meets Kalyani, the speech therapist.
Kalyani was the one who actually broke their relationship, their marriage, and how like
she didn't do it on purpose though.
She
was being honest about like, okay, this is something that can never like be cured. Like like when he was first with the other girl, she went to the speech therapist.
Right. I think that's why the Sudhi took it as offense. Like you're the reason who broke my marriage.
Right. Because she was just being honest. Like even though it may not be cured, I can help you find ways. You just have to accept it first within. You have to be confident within.
And she actually like helps him a lot of ways to like make him say stuff better. Like how it's like
Sing it when you say it, or
and like
Hindi, like say it in
also
Hindi.
Like there was one thing she did where like say the word with like if it's a word it's like Sudhi, so Sudhi,
like, and like repeat it like
it like that, then you can get better at it.
She asks Sudhi for his hand in marriage, and that's when he says like, no, like I want to be a better husband first before I can marry you, and then she leaves and whatnot.
And there's a lot of drama happens at the school
because Sudhi actually used to do his grunt work. Sudhi used to do like all his like bad work and stuff like that, and she even came to Sudhi and said, you know, you better speak up or like, you know, fix this problem or you can get in a lot of trouble.
And the principal was so mean to Sudhi.
Exactly.
Even like slaps him too.
Yeah, just to.
I think that's when like you need to realize it. Like he realized that I need to like do something about this. You know, I can't get bullied like this. You know.
And the amazing thing about the story was the actor in there, the main guy, Mukesh.
Yeah.
How they based the story, like here's this guy who's grumpy, like this actor, and
he
all
was
of a
so
sudden
grumpy in the beginning. Sudhi is telling him his story, and like you know how at the end he becomes such a happier person.
He becomes
He's
a
like
better person.
smiling and like you know.
That was so funny, like just the transition.
There was a part at the end where like you know when it was right at the end when he started like you know
so, like stammering
too, and the driver goes like, oh my god, he has a stammering problem too
yeah.
now. I think that was so funny.
Yeah. Like the way that they just like plotted the whole story with like this act, it was something new.
It was
like,
very new.
It was presented in such a new way. So that was like one thing that I really liked about the film was just the whole idea, the story of how it just flowed very well. I don't think there was a part where I was like, okay, I need to like forward it or I'm getting bored or nothing
not
like
even
that.
one time.
Not one time.
Not even one time we forwarded it, and also the music was like so soothing too. It was like
beautiful.
so like it had like more like classical sound to it,
like classical.
and very classical sound, and we loved it. And actually, it moved the story ahead too.
Yeah.
There were a lot of scenes in our songs as well. At the end, we were like waiting, like we're hoping that he gets together with the girl.
I know, I was so hoping
like,
that he gets to go together with Kalyan.
When they goes to that school, then the kids start running. Then he tells the actor, "He's my son." And then the wife walks in and it's the same girl.
Beautiful.
Kalyani, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same girl. And I think that's when even Mukesh has like big smile on his face. Like he's like happy for him.
He's happy
like,
for
you
him.
know, like he went through so much stuff in his life and he deserved to be happy and he was.
And he still becomes a good person. Like even in the beginning of the film when they're doing like the bank shooting and whatnot, like he's sitting there for like 12 hours. It's almost
Yes,
and he's very politely telling them like, you know, come on, I gotta go home or I have to do this trip that I have to go to.
But then he was telling him like, you know, I don't have a ride.
Yeah.
So like, you know, how the other person tells him like, you know, Mukesh will drop you, and he was like grumpy. Oh my god, I don't want to drop him.
Yeah.
And then like that becomes like best like drive of his life.
I know. And another thing to learn from like this film is that how like you meet a certain individual and how they can change you to make you better. Like for the
Exactly.
betterment. Like sometimes, you know, when you meet like a spouse or like whatnot, there's something that they I think do that they help out each other in a sense
Right.
to make the other person a better person.
And when also like, you know, when you go through a breakup, you get all like down and everything. You start thinking like, you know,
Like
why
your
this
life is
happening?
over.
My life is over. Why is this happening to me? But then you look at, there was a reason it didn't work out with the first girl.
Exactly.
And eventually meets this other girl
Who's accepting of him.
exactly, and who actually makes him a better person overall. You know, he becomes more confident person.
And the direction was just very like well done. Like I felt like
Yes, it was one of those like direction you feel like, you know, all these places really exist in
Exactly.
India. Like, you know, you want to go out there and like experience it. You want to like go and like live in those like little houses and everything.
Yeah.
It was like, it was shot really beautifully.
we can't forget actually the best friend in here also,
Yeah, who was an actor?
who was an actor, and then the mother of Sudhi was that was
I
so
think the
cute.
mother and father had such a like cool relationship.
God.
How like, you know, she was kept like nagging. Oh,
Yeah.
you always like so religious, this and that, and the
Father was so supportive of the son.
I think father and mother, they're both so supportive of him.
And I really liked the fact that the parents didn't think of their child having like a huge problem. Like they were so loving and so supportive. Sometimes like parents feel like you know, like what's wrong with my child? Like what's wrong with them? They can't
Exactly.
do this right. They can't speak right. Like do this right and whatnot. So I really liked how they showed the parents in here. I think that's how every parent should be, like so supportive of their child. Not think of them as like a problem, but more so like how can we make this better, or give them positive vibes so they can be a better person, or they can be confident. So such a great moral in the story. Definitely two thumbs up from
it was
us.
One of the best movie I've seen this year. I would really say.
I'm being honest. It was
And
really good.
really good movie. Very touching.
Amazing
and
actors.
Jayasurya was so good in this
I can't
movie, and I really like at the end when the movie ends and everything. There's this one dialogue that Sudhi says before the movie ends. Actually, he says like, you know, in life, it's not important to become a Sachin Tendulkar or Amir Khan. It's very important that you become yourself.
Like a better person from within.
Exactly. So that was our movie review of Sudhi Vathmeekam, which is an amazing movie. Thank
We
you
loved it.
so much
We loved
for
it.
recommending this movie to us. Also let us know what was your favorite part from the movie. and if there's any like a lesson you learned from the movie. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, because we have a lot more reviews coming out for you guys, a lot more really cool videos coming out for you guys. And also let Deep know how beautiful she looks right now. And subscribe, guys. Love you guys.
Keep liking, commenting, and sending your requests, okay?
Bye.